Ya, untuk mengetahui kondisi terkini, kami sudah terhubung sore hari ini lewat Zoom dengan Mitra ACT di Gaza Palestina, Mostafa Nahed Abu-Assi. Assalamualaikum, Mustafa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mustafa, how is the situation of crisis evolving there?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu ala Rasulillah. The situation in Gaza is getting really and complicated. The problems in Gaza now start to be very hard after the martyrs reached to around 140 martyrs and over 1,000 injured. Around 90% of the martyrs are a woman. All of them, 90% of the martyrs are civilians, and 30% of them are a woman and children. Before tonight, the Israeli army used 160 airplane army with 450 attack in 40 minutes. And the situation that the people leave their houses beside the border and came to the schools inside the city. Now, while we are talking, there is a bombing. The people go to the schools inside the cities, and approximately after we go with ACT, Aksi Tangab, to distribute food for these people, we think that 50,000 persons leave their houses to the schools. Most of them, they didn't have food or clothes or beds to sleep. We want to mention here that thanks so much for ACT organization and ACT team, Sister Diba and Brother Said, for their donation and for their support for the people in the schools and give them food. Alhamdulillah, ACT team yesterday get attacked when they are distributing the food, but Alhamdulillah, there is no injured. The situation came today very hard after the tanks start to bomb all over the borders around Gaza Strip. And today Gaza woke up on a Moskaya at a Shati camp when the Israeli army attacked a house and killed 10 persons, 8 children and 2 women from one family. The only survivor is a baby, just one baby, 5 months, is the only survivor. Gaza wake up on this at the morning. And the bombing is still continuous until now. And the people now leave their houses in the borders, and the situation is getting very hard.
Yeah, Mustafa, our deepest condolences for what happened in Gaza, and we are here in Indonesia are very honored to help for whatever we can give to people in Gaza to extend their life. But Mustafa, how far is the extent of war affected area in there, and to where civilians there and you people take refuge?
Sister, for all the people who know Gaza Strip is a very small area. It's from the sea to the border in Gaza. It's just around 8 kilometers, and the highest and the largest space is 13 kilometers. It means that all Gaza Strip is under attack. There is no safe or far area. Even in the middle of the city, Gaza Strip get attacked and destroyed because the Israeli army keep bombing everywhere. Yesterday, we was distributing with ACT in the middle of the city, and they bomb a building just beside us. So in Gaza now, there is no safe area. about the people in Indonesia, the only and the most needed now in Gaza is the medical support. Gaza really need a medical support. Even the Ministry of Health and asked for ambulance because the ambulance team cannot evacuate with the injured in the borders. And also in the hospitals, they need the disposables and they need blood units. That's a very urgent need, as we are also a partner with the Central Blood Bank. They need blood units for urgent.
Okay. Mustafa, so up until now, how many hospitals or medic facilities that still in charge?
Sister, many of the hospitals, but about Gaza, the hospitals in Gaza is a small hospitals. We are talking about just two hospitals, two big hospitals, Al-Shifa hospitals and Nasser hospital in Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza and Nasser hospital in Khan Yunis and the Indonesian hospital in the north of Gaza Strip. These three hospitals are working very hard, and there is many other small hospitals. But the situation in the hospitals is already broken and very hard after the third wave of coronavirus, COVID-19. We just finished from the third wave, and the hospitals have a very big problems there. So this war enter with a very hard situation in the hospitals. We have another like a clinic. This clinic we can evacuate the injured there. But to be honest, the medical system in Gaza is very poor. And we really need to have now, after this weapons, the new weapons that the Israelis start to use it, we need to make a very hard surgery, and that will need a very big hospitals that's not even exist in Gaza.
Mustafa, is there or are there any difficulties for us if we are going to distribute the medic facilities or any of the needs of people of Gaza? Is there any difficulties from security or from any military personnel there?
Excuse me, sister, I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay. Mustafa, is there any difficulties for us, people outside Gaza that wants to distribute the medical facilities or any needs for the people and the person that injured in Gaza?
I think no. The Egyptian side sent some medical support for Palestine, and they opened the border for that. And all the medical support came by the Ministry of Health in Gaza. That's the only people who can work there because the field is really dangerous and nobody can work like before. Now they have to work under the cover of the Ministry of Health. And we know most of the attacks that happened in Palestine before. The Israeli army even attacked the cars and the ambulance that belong to the Ministry of Health. And there is many martyrs from the Ministry of Health field. That means that the situation will getting harder and harder. And just Allah can help us now. And inshallah, as a Palestinian, we will keep standing and struggling. It's not a problem for us to die as a martyrs. Alhamdulillah, that's a gift from Allah.
Mustafa, and how you and the people there meet yours or their daily needs nowadays and to survive in the next days or weeks?
I'm sorry, the connection is really bad. I cannot hear.
Okay.
How?
Mustafa, how you and the people there meet your daily needs nowadays to survive in the next days or weeks?
Our daily no, sister. Everybody here in Palestine stay at his house in Gaza Strip, especially. Just the people who leave their houses, they are staying in the schools. And Alhamdulillah, the social in Palestine is very strong. And most of people help each others. If someone need anything like food or water or electricity, he will find from his neighbors. But because this war just stay until now for 5 days, so the situation is still stable. But we think if the situation this war will get longer, the situation will get harder for the people to have food or to have their medicine, like the medicine and the normal daily life use. But inshallah, we can reach to a ceasefire soon and get our daily use sooner. As you know, the Palestinians, they passed in many wars, and they used to have a storage in their houses and to keep many foods. But that will not stay for long, because most of the families here in Gaza, especially in Gaza, they have their relatives who came from the borders and came to Gaza again. So the food now will have to be for many families, not just for one family.
Are there enough help from the country that came from Middle East, not just us Indonesian, but Egyptians or many other countries that sees the struggle within the Gaza borders?
Sorry, the connection is bad. The Egyptian what?
Mustafa, are there any enough help from the Middle East country to there?
No, I cannot hear.
Okay. Mustafa, so maybe this will be the last question for us, from us to you there, that what is the government did or combatants will do in the next weeks that we know even after U.S. Secretary for Israel-Palestinian Affairs arrived in Israel on Friday. They said as a part of mediation efforts, did it cause any change about the governmental affairs there?
Sorry, I cannot hear.
Mustafa.
Hello?
Mustafa,
yes.
Yeah, we are having difficulties of communication. Mustafa, the last question. Is there any kinds of affairs that government do in the next days? Palestinian government.
Palestinian government what?
Is there any kinds of work or affairs that will Palestinian government do in the next few days?
No, sister, the government of Palestine will just keep the medical
Okay, so there will be
so
there will be no international affairs or discussion or mediation that will be done in the next few days, right?
Actually, sister, you mean the negotiation with the Israeli?
Yes, yes.
No, sister. The negotiation with the Israeli is happening with the Egyptian and Qatari and American side, not directly between the Palestinian government and the Israeli government. We here need to explain something about the Palestinian problem. The Israeli keep trying to separate Gaza Strip and West Bank, and keep trying to separate Gaza Strip and West Bank and Al-Aqsa and Jerusalem. At this war, Alhamdulillah, the Palestinian asked for every ceasefire has to be connected with all the three parts. That it will, if they want to finish the war with Gaza, it means they have to finish it in Al-Aqsa. They have to leave a Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, they have to leave also West Bank from their attacks. That's all connected. And Alhamdulillah, the Palestinians send this message to the Egyptian side and to the Qatari side. And the Israeli don't want that because, you know, Israel want to add all Al-Aqsa for their occupied land. And here I want to mention something for all the people around the world, that Palestine, it's not a country for the Palestinian. Palestine, when Omar bin Khattab opened Palestine, he made it as a Waqf land. It means that Palestine is belong to all the Muslims around the world. And when the Israeli take it, it means that they take it from all the Muslims around the world. And when they want to add Al-Aqsa, one of the most holy places for the Muslims, to the occupied land, and to make it the capital of their land that they call it Israel, but it's our occupied land, Palestine, it means that all the world has to wake up and has to stand against this violence and against the Israel until we get our land back. And inshallah, Gaza will keep standing and struggling, and will keep support the West Bank and Gaza Strip until we get our freedom, bi'Iznillah.
I hope that the negotiation comes to end. We hope also the ceasefire comes to end in the near future. Our prayers are with you and the people there. Thank you, Mostafa. Take care and stay safe. Assalamualaikum.
Inshallah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you.